So I'm going to do a countdown so that way you can sync up with me. So we're going to start Severance, Season 1, Episode 3, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and play. I'm not going to skip the recap. I'm not going to skip the recap. So that way we'll stay in sync. That's right. He woke up not feeling well and he saw Petey. Oh, yeah. And then Petey was having this like weird reaction, just being in the shower in his bathroom. An Apple original. And Endeavor Content Production. So it's starting with him saying, Petey, are you okay? And he's like, Petey. He's smart to think that people might be spying on him. Oh, that was an interesting cut. He had like a flashback or something. Very tension building music. All right, I'm not going to skip the intro just so we can all stay in sync. Adam Scott. I love Adam Scott. He's so good in this. Comment below if you like Adam Scott. I think he's really great in everything I've seen him in. Jen Tulloch. I love this little intro. It's pretty fun. He's like jumping in his own head. Yeah, this show reminds me a little of Truman Show, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. It raises a lot of those same questions for sure. And Patricia Arquette. Severance. sad music. Oh, it's the creepy lady. She's got her hair in braids. I'm sorry, but she's so creepy to me. She's quite the creepy one, I must say. Who's they? Who said it was? Oh, wow. He just echoed exactly what I asked. Oh gosh, murdering people 8 hours a day? Oh wow. He's right to be cautious. I'm sure everything's bugged. I'm sure they're monitoring everything about his house. Oh no. I feel so bad for him. He seems so tormented. Oh, June is his daughter. Oh no. I wonder what happened to his daughter. Oh, so sad. She's like spying on him, isn't she? She doesn't seem as creepy. Her outie. When she's in Lumen, though, she seems like maniacal, like almost inhuman. But this version of her is a lot softer, a lot sweeter, still quirky, but not as creepy. NZ. This is exactly how the real news is. People ask a question and then they don't ever answer it. They dance around it. It looks like he's having second doubts. I really want to find out more information from Petey. He seems like he's trying to convince himself. Oh, car accident. So now we at least understand a little more of his backstory, Mopar. How he lost his wife. From crying. Oh. Oh, gosh. Oh, he just doesn't even respond. So sad. This is shot really beautifully. All the snow. She's blow drying the snow. That's funny. She's like blow drying the snow. Something off about her, I must say. So interesting watching his transition from his innie to his outie, and vice versa. All right, creepy music's over. So now maybe we'll have some levity here. He's department head now. Taking a weird picture. He is so awkward. That's like his charm. He's so awkward. Why would you put a post-it note on someone's face? Oh, she put in her resignation request. I wonder if that's going to be granted. Oh, oh. She's stuck in there. What a goofball. I love that shot. It's really nice. So stoic. What is she doing? That's a creepy lady, right? She's like picking up his package. Why would she do that? Oh, I love these cuts from like the innie and the outie world. It's really creative. Oh gosh. That lady's breaking into his house? So I guess Petey's gonna find out that she's been breaking into his house. He's better hide. Oh wow. So I wonder if her consciousness, she like obsessed with him in this reality, or is her consciousness actually aware of both her innie and her outie? I wonder if there's a character in here besides Petey that has kind of merged consciousness. Seems like she has some weird infatuation with him. The way she smelled that candle was like really weird. But now Petey can let him know what she's doing. Oh, he's going to have flashbacks. Because she was the one, I think, in the timeout chamber or whatever. Poor Petey. Can you imagine? So strange. Like, does she have a crush on him? Or does she have like an ulterior motive in this reality? I love these quick cuts, cutting in between worlds. It's really disorienting, so you can kind of really identify with what he's going through. This is really brilliant editing, I must say. Oh gosh. A bridge. That's a cool shot. It's a really beautiful shot. She's using the bathroom. What is she doing to her arm? Oh, she's trying to send her outie a message by writing on her skin. Oh, let me out. Crafty. She really doesn't want to be there. I don't blame her. I wouldn't want to be there. What's the bad soap? What is the bad soap? That sounds weird. Waffle parties? The Perpetuity Wing. Here comes the title's relevance. The Perpetuity Wing. All right, we're going to find out what that is. Hopefully. Oh, wait. So she did visit his house. So she is aware. My suspicions, I think, were correct. It seems like she's aware of both her innie and her outie aren't actually severed. Set the tone. Hmm. She's great at being icy, this actress. Oh gosh. Yeah. How is throwing a mug at him gonna help him? She's talking to him like he's a child. She seems very twisted. Both. So, how can a door be open and closed at the same time? This guy's kind of funny. I don't want to work here. She's still trying to hide a note. There you go. Hide it in a tiny little pin. But if there's cameras everywhere, they're going to see what she's doing, right? Oh, Mopor, that's a good point. I guess if you took the door off, it would be open and closed. Inside the body. Oh, gosh. He saw her. Oh, he's going to take her to the perpetuity place. Boredom. Oh, look. It's Christopher Walken again. I love him. Comment if you like Christopher Walken. Out of your hole. Egg drop challenge? Something about Christopher Walken just Always makes me laugh. Hmm. Weird. She was on the news. She was the one on the news. Huh. The status has sort of changed. It seems like the lady from the news has higher status than she does. She seems nervous. Oh, is she talking about Petey? Is that his last name? Okay. They're projected numbers. Oh, they just like hung up on her that abruptly. It was an interesting power dynamic shift. She seemed the lower status for a change. No one knows. No one knows what's going on. I wonder if the two of them are going to start liking each other. I think they already do, actually. Yeah, they're like almost flirty. So I wonder if something's going to happen between those two at some point. Okay, so now we get to discover what the Perpetuity Wing is. Who is that? Is that a person or is that a statue? That's definitely a statue. Another very creepy thing. Oh, a bunch of like statues. Oh, weird. life-size statues of like the founders. So this feels like a very, very creepy cult. Creepier than Scientology, which is saying a lot. Oh, he keeps having nosebleeds. Exactly, Mopar. Tempers. 1939 is when he died. Oh my gosh. It's like the most disturbing amusement park. She seems weirded out. Five CEOs ago. So it's interesting that the news lady said this procedure is irreversible, so you can't go back. But clearly, PD has. So is this a dentist's office? I know, right? Are they a dental company? The mouth wall. The way that he like covets all this stuff is very culty. The other guy's like kind of like, whatever. I just call it a dental wall, mouth wall. But he like this guy covets it, reveres it. So it's just a replica of his house. Okay. Do not lie in the bed. It's basically like a museum. I like that guy. He's playing bingo. So the Egans, I guess, were the founders of this crazy place. Uh-oh, where'd she go? Helly's gone. She's just trying anything she can to escape. How's she gonna escape, though? Seems like security is so tight. She's really determined. I would be too if I were her. Would you? Would you want to escape this? I certainly would. This raises so many ethical questions about how do we define who we are? Can we define who we are without a continual consciousness, without memories? It raises a lot of questions about how much memories, how we define ourselves through memories. She's just going to try anything she can, poor girl. Oh gosh. Go, Helly, go. I'm rooting for Helly to break free. Are you? Go, Helly, go. Never come back here. Oh gosh, what's going to happen to her? Oh no, she cut her arm. Oh gosh. Oh goodness. Poor girl. So now she has to go to like the punishing chamber or whatever it's called. Looks like a nasty cut. Oh wow. Now she's going to have to sit there and apologize. Hello, if you're just tuning in, comment, say hi. I'm curious if her experiences here will be different from Mark's experiences here, because we got a little glimpse of Mark's experience in this kind of punishing place. Oh. His performance is funny to me. So quietly creepy and disturbing. Wonder what he's going to do. This feels a little bit like Dianetics, like Scientology stuff. But, oh, he's recording her. Compunction statement. Compunction statement? Oh my gosh, she's got to read this over and over again, doesn't she? Oh my gosh. Oh, she has to read it until the polygraph device interprets her as not lying. Oh. Oh, wow. I see. She has to read it until she means it. Oh my goodness. Torture. That was a cool shot. Seems like he's staying late. He keeps looking at that picture over and over again. It's that same picture. Curious what the significance of this picture is. So he's taking out those pictures. Oh, he's taking Petey out of all those pictures, almost like Petey never existed. He found a maze, a map. That's what Petey made. Oh, wow. Break room. Oh, he's remembering. Mind. Oh, gosh. Petey's nose. Oh gosh. PD's mental state seems so fragile, you know? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. What's happening to him? Oh gosh. What's happening to him? So it looks like he's getting home much later than he said he would. I wonder if Petey's gonna be gone. I wonder if that lady at the store ad- admitted him to some place, like a hospital or something. Oh my goodness. I hope he finds him. I wonder if that's him. I hope he finds him. Oh, there he is. Well, at least he's alive. Oh. Oh. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. He's just driving away. Huh. He just drove away. At least he knows he has people there caring for him, like the paramedics. He's trying to hide evidence that he was there. Weird. It's like he just wants to like pretend like he wasn't there. Was that his phone? Is that Petey's phone? Oh, it ends there? Oh my goodness. Man. So, such a cliffhanger. Oh my goodness. What did you guys think? I feel like this episode, it really deepens the unsettling atmosphere of Severance, and the introduction of the Perpetuity Wing. It adds a whole new layer to Lumon's cult-like culture. It's absurd and terrifying, like equally absurd and terrifying. And the way that they worship the founders like deities is wild. From an acting standpoint, I am fascinated by the restrained performances. Like every glance, every silence, it carries so much weight. And the tension between Mark's innie and outie selves, it continues to build. And Petey's storyline is so tragic and surreal and confusing. Like, I hope he's okay. And the show just raises so many huge questions about identity, autonomy, and memory. And it's maintaining this slow burn mystery that keeps me quite invested. It's almost like watching a corporate horror poem unfold. And I love how it blends psychology with the philosophical ideas. So, what did you think, Mopar? Anybody else watching? What did you think? I'm almost tempted to watch another episode. I really want to know what happens. Daniel, you said you loved it. Yeah, I think I really like the interesting philosophical questions it raises, like what makes a person whole? And when you sever consciousness, are you still you? Are you the innie and outie, two entirely separate beings trapped in an ethical nightmare? And it also poses the question, can you consent to suffering if half of you never gets a say? The outie agrees to the severance, but the innie, the one actually doing all the labor, has no voice, no freedom, and no rest. So it's a chilling metaphor for how we often silence parts of ourselves to survive in systems that dehumanize. Yeah, the camera work is really good. I agree with you, Mopar. It also raises the question, is identity shaped more by memory or experience? As we watch Mark's innie slowly start to feel unease despite having no life outside of Lumon, it suggests that emotion and instinct persist even without personal history, which I love that aspect of it. I really like that one line where Petey says, even at work, I could sense that you were grieving. You just weren't conscious of it. So it talks about our subconscious mind. And even when we have repressed memories, our bodies are still affected, our brains are still affected. It makes me think about repressed memories a lot and how much they play into our psychology. It also raises the question, is loyalty still loyalty if it's programmed? So, this rigid belief in the Lumon handbook shows how indoctrination can replace critical thinking, especially when no outside reality is allowed in. That blind allegiance mirrors real world dangers. Yeah, I know what you mean, Mopar. From a storytelling standpoint, I love how the show uses minimal dialogue and subtle performances to communicate inner conflict. And every character is a study in repression, especially Helly, whose desperation is just heartbreaking. And her video message to her outie raises another haunting question. What kind of person willingly traps themselves in this system and why? But the cinematography continues to emphasize this surreal emptiness of the office space, and Ben Stiller's direction, it keeps everything slightly off kilter, which I enjoy. And I felt this growing sense of dread, not like jump scares, but from emotional and ethical unease. But overall, episode three, it builds beautifully on the foundation of the show's premise while deepening the mystery and moral weight. It's not, it's not just a sci-fi thriller. It's like a disturbing meditation on capitalism and the cost of emotional disconnection. That's how I'm seeing it anyway. What are your thoughts? Anybody watching? Let me know your thoughts. This makes me think about John Locke. And John Locke believed that personal identity is rooted in continuity of consciousness, particularly memory. So, as far as this consciousness can be extended backwards to any past action or thought, so far reaches the identity of that person, right? So, are Mark S and Mark outside the office the same person if they share no experiences or memories? It's an interesting question about personal identity. It also makes me think a little bit about Karl Marx and how Marx talked about the alienation of labor under capitalism and how workers became estranged from their humanity when they had no control over their work or its purpose or its product. So in Severance, the innies are basically the ultimate alienated laborers that Karl Marx was talking about. And from a philosophical standpoint, I feel like this show definitely relates to John Paul Sartre's free will and determinism, because Sartre argued that freedom is essential to human existence and that systems which strip people of choice also strip them of their humanity. So this very much is related to Sartre's idea of free will. And this also reminds me a little bit of Camus. Albert Camus believed that the human condition is absurd. And it seems like some of the characters are trying to seek meaning in what's seemingly a meaningless place. So, although Helly's resistance and Petey's desperation sort of echo the idea of Camus' rebel, which is like a person who refuses to accept a meaningless fate. Any other thoughts? Well, I had hoped more people would chime in so I could chat about it with you all. But I definitely enjoyed this episode. Um, If there were more of you chatting with me, I'd go ahead and watch the next one. But I'll save that until hopefully more people can join. All right, do you have any other ideas, Daniel? Any ideas? Any thoughts? Let me know. Daniel says you love it. Great show. Yes, it is a great show. The philosophy behind it is really fascinating to me. It feels like getting more in the point, but it's a slow burn. Yes, a slow burn is definitely a good way to describe it. It's also sort of a commentary on surveillance and power, and makes you wonder how much we're being monitored in our lives, how much the powers that be are observing us. Constant observation. Yes, heavy dystopian vibes. Absolutely. Okay, so if you're watching at home, see if you want to chime in with these questions. Okay, these existential questions this show seems to raise to me. 1, what makes us who we are? 2, can we live without memory, freedom, or purpose and still be human? And 3, who benefits when we divide our lives into pieces? Who does that actually benefit? So comment below if you can answer any of those questions. Homework assignment. Yeah. Well, Mopar, I'm probably going to do some sort of Disney live stream movie Sunday. I haven't decided if I'm going to do Finding Dory or a different Disney character cosplay and a movie. But I must say, I'm really loving the show. If there were more people chatting, more people I could talk to about it, I'd go ahead and say, let's watch the next one. But there's only a couple of you, so I'll save it. But thank you so much for watching along with me, Mopar and Daniel, and anyone else. If you think of anything you want to share, just comment below if you have any answers to those questions I just posed. Those are the questions I'm asking when I watch this. Yes, I hope so too, Mopar. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the show, Mopar. I'm going to try to watch one episode a week because I just love it. I'm hooked. All right. Any final thoughts before I bid you adieu for the evening? I'm teaching a very special health and wellness event tomorrow. So I need to prepare for that. I'll be teaching yoga and breathing techniques and nutrition at this big wellness fair tomorrow outdoors. So there's a lot I have to do to prepare for that. But this was fun watching this episode. Yep, I agree. Definitely a complicated show that makes you think. My friend who recommended it definitely knows my tastes. All right, Mopar. Well, maybe I'll see you Sunday because that's the day I'm gonna do my next Disney live stream. I'm not sure when I'll do my next Severance live stream. Um, it would be great to have more people to chat with about it, but it's great chatting with you, Mopar. And Daniel, thank you for watching. I'm gonna get ready for my work tomorrow, but I hope you have a great night. If you have any other thoughts about it, just comment in the description and we can chat about it there. And I hope to see you again soon, Mopar. Daniel, have a good night. All right, take care. Bye.